So I had an idea to make some buttons out of recycled plastic, but my idea to get them all uniform and round and the right size is I'm gonna stop at this ace, which is what I'm doing now, and I'm gonna get a pipe. I'm gonna sharpen the edges around it, and then I can use that to cut it out. So that way they'll all be the right circle, and I don't have to do any like fancy cutting, and it's all gonna be uneven and all that jazz. So hopefully this will work. I just have to get the stuff and then ground it all up, and that'll probably work. Okay, it's getting darker now, but I got the pieces. I got just like a half-inch coupling. Got that. I'll have to grind out the inside on that too. I also got like a quarter-inch coupling. Have to grind that out. And then I got this. This was got my at the end. It's just a copper pipe. Wasn't sure about copper when I started thinking about this because I figured it'd bend easier, so I didn't know how it would handle the pressure. But this one's got like two different sides, so I can do like two different sizes on this. And if this works, I would have only had to pay for this, which is like $3. The whole thing ended up being like 17 for like 3 pieces though, but that'll save me the hassle. So it is what it is, We'll see what we can do with these. Okay, so I already had a few pieces, so I don't need to melt more plastic for no reason. If I already have some pieces, I'm just going to be testing it out. This was off the bottom of a lamp thing I was making. It didn't turn out. Actually, it did turn out. I just didn't use it. Just some more pieces from that. And then we got some little coasters I made. We had too many coasters, so I didn't need them. They do have these little divots that I made to collect the water, which didn't really work. It just kind of made them uglier. And then I don't think I'm going to have enough, not off this one, definitely, but maybe off of this one to use it, just like for one button there. I think this is going to be my main two that I'll be using, so that'll probably turn out good. And that way, I don't have to cut more. I can just grind up all of these. I'm going to start with the copper, because if that doesn't work, then I'll have these. But if this does work, I've got these two sizes, and I can return these, and I can save like $2. So that's okay with me, So since this piece has two little side pieces, it's got this one and this one. I'm going to try two methods to kind of, sharpen it. I'm going to try one using this grinding wheel right here, and then I'm also going to use the file to see which one will get a bit better edge, more even edge to use for this big side right here, because I've got two, and then the big one right there. So I think it'll be good. We'll see when we get there. Okay, so I am going to have to use the files a little bit just to clean it up. Just kind of on the inside too, so it kind of gets that double bevel to it. But we'll do that, and then on the other side, just flip this around and file it all. Honestly think in the long run, the file's going to be better than, at least on these parts, because I can get an easier grind, I think, with the file than on the grinder. So we'll just have to see how this cuts and see how well that goes. Okay, and then we're just going to go with this kind of thinner piece of plastic. I don't know how thick it is. I could check, but I'm not going to. And then we're going to use this wood to back it. Okay, so that didn't actually cut it. It just kind of sunk into it and left a lip. So I don't know, maybe I need to try lining it up on the other side too. Or maybe the wood was just too soft. I need to do the raw middle. I think I'm going to try that first. It just did the same on that side. Just kind of suck into it. It didn't really cut it, so I don't know if I didn't get it sharp enough or what. It did leave these little dents in it though, kind of like bubbles, which is kind of a cool little texture. but that's not what I was going for. So try again filing it though. Okay, kind of ground it. It's kind of sharp. Beginning to think I need like a hole behind it, something to put it so like something just slightly bigger than this, so that's what it has to press into and through, you know. Okay, this piece that we got earlier fits like pretty nicely just into that little hole. So I imagine, yeah, this is going to be the 1/2 inch, and this is the 1/4 on this end. I actually see what size they were. I just kind of looked and thought what I see would look good. That is past the limits on my vise, so my vise doesn't go any bigger, so hammer. The hammer is not the strategy. I think I'm just going to try with these metal pieces now, see if I can get a better result with that, because so far it's not working how I want it to. I don't know, my way just wasted 17 bucks, but we'll see. Okay, so for how I'm going to do this one is I'm going to use the round file and clean out the inside. Just going to grind that all out with the file, and then I'm going to use the grinder because that's what's going to work. And then I might file it up nice at the end with the file, but so far I'm just going to use, I got the file stuck in it, I'm just going to use the grinder to take off the big edges on the side, and that'll probably work. Okay, so I didn't record because I don't know why, but I sharpened it down, and as you can tell, there's that little white thing in it because I used it, and now it's stuck, and it's just stuck. Like, I beat it out, and it didn't just come out, so I don't know, I think I just need to beat it harder, and maybe, I think I do need to grind the inside some more since this is getting stuck. This is kind of working actually, I just kind of had to use this device some more just to get it all the way through. So I got it out, so it's really a lot smaller than I thought it'd be, but I guess that's a button. It's not too bad. It's a little dirty just because I think I need to clean up the thing a little bit more, and yeah, it's kind of small, about the size of, yeah, my fingernail, but it's not bad. So I'll just take that as a plus that even though it is small, the process, it does work, and I can do that on the big piece now. I'll just have to do a lot of grinding in the inside. That's what took the longest, was using a little file, grinding it every now and then, getting it stuck, and then grinding it some more. So, but it is doable, and this time I can record that, so we'll see. You can actually see how I did that. So on this piece, I decided I'm not going to file the inside because that's a pain, a literal pain, so I think I don't actually need to, and I'm just going to grind down it with the grinder, and that'll work, and then I'll have bigger pieces. So how I'm grinding it down is I'm just using these to hold it, just holding it in between, and then every now and then when it gets too hot or when it gets, I don't know, before I'm done, I just like, it's just a little cup of water, dunk it in that to kind of cool it down. And with this, holding it, I just kind of can spin it on here, just like that, and get kind of a nice even grind on it. And that worked well for the other one, so it'll probably work well for this one. Okay, so I actually thought I was recording this time when I was grinding it, and I don't think I was, so oops. But basically, got it all grind down, and this is what it ended up looking like now, and we'll see how that works. I'm going to just use it just as I did the other one, use the vise and put it together. So to use the vise, I just line it up where I want it on there. So I just kind of want it like right on that piece right there, and it's nice and against this other metal piece. And I just really crank down on this. Okay, that's not cutting through it. So I'm close, I guess. Look at that. See, it's almost through that side. I wonder if my vise is just not big enough, or if I didn't actually cut it even. There we go. So once you can rotate it like that, that's just kind of finally doing the last cutting it free. And then it leaves it in here like that. Just clamp it in there. And this is what it looks like. It kind of ended up being like a little shell. It's round, which I don't really like. It's dirty on the outside because the piece of metal that was dirty on the inside, just because I did grind on it a little bit. So this will get cleaner with use, but it's a little button. I think the reason why that other one took me so long to punch out was just because like the vise faces, they weren't big enough to actually fit the whole piece of metal on it. So it kind of like if this was the lip or whatever, part of it was hanging off like that. So I'm going to use this other bigger vise that I've got right here, because this will fit on the whole face of it, and see how that works. So I've got it in there, and I'm just clamping it now. I don't know if this is actually better, because I'm having trouble clamping it right. I'm going to move back to the other vise, and hopefully I'll line it up better, and I don't know. That almost fell. I'm just kind of cranking on it now to tighten it down. So a friend came over and he ground down some more bit, so that's why it looks different, but this does work. And here, let me show you a better one. It does make little buttons. Oops, can't hold it. It needs a little bit refined and everything like that, but I think it's working good, you know? And just to drill the holes, all I'm using is just this drill press right here. So nothing special, just a little drill bit. Just drilling the holes in it. And that's how I figured out how to make buttons. And for the little ones though, here, let me show you. Instead of 3 holes, I just put 2. Or sorry, instead of 4, I just put 3. The big ones, I put 4. This is one I hadn't put the holes in it yet. And, oops, there it is. That's the first one I made. I didn't actually drill the holes. I just used the drill press, hold it down, and just punch the hole right through it, which I don't think was the best idea because it left these ugly little push-throughs on the other side. And it's a little dirty around the edges, but I think that's just because I was still like grinding the tool, so it hadn't been used. This is one of the thicker pieces, though, just with the little one. It's too thick for an actual button, I think. I should try it with the big one on this. This piece itself is a little slanted, so see how that works. And that's all, basically, yeah. Okay, so that's what the little green one did. Still needs some cleaned up around the edges, but it's a nice little green button for you. Also, if you thought this was helpful or entertaining or whatever, just, you can subscribe. That'll help me in the long run, And also, if you have any other ideas on how to, make the thing better, you should just comment them so I can hear them, and I'll try that out maybe. Or I won't, because I think your idea is stupid. I don't have the time to figure it out. But let me know.